Hello and welcome to this Ebase Xi video tour. My name is John Bramford and I'm a consultant for Ebase Technology, and in this video we're going to take a look at the integration server. The integration server is a module that provides a fast and easy way to create and publish industry standard web services. It is tightly coupled with the rest of the Xi toolset and provides powerful integration capabilities. Let's start by taking a look at a working example. This site provides users with a forgot username and password feature. If we fill in our email address, this will call an Ebase Xi generated web service, sending the user's email in the call. The web service runs the back-end business logic. This fetches the user's account from the database, builds an email, and sends the reminder message. Now before we go any further, we need to introduce three new key concepts that make up an Ebase Xi generated web service. Firstly, we have an integration service. This acts as a container for all the external resources the web service needs to access. We have an integration script. This is the back-end business logic that runs when the web service is called. And we have an integration resource. This is where the web service request and response XML objects are defined. Now let's take a look at a pre-created integration service so we can familiarize ourselves with the design environment. There is no direct user interaction with an integration service, so developers only need to concern themselves with the three panels you see on screen: fields, tables, and properties. There are also a number of different icons visible across the top of the designer screen. These are used to configure and test the web service. Okay, so now we have introduced the key concepts and had a quicker look at the design environment. Let's go and create a basic web service to replicate the forgot username and password feature. First, we need to create a new integration service. Now we have the container for our web service, we need to tell it what external resources it has access to by attaching what we call a business view. Essentially, this is just a list of different types of resources that our web service can access. Our demo business view only has two resources: a database and an email, as that is all we need for our example. So now the business view is attached, we need to import some fields onto the integration service. To do this, we'll use one of the simple point-and-click import features available throughout the Xi platform. If we click the import fields icon, select the desired resource type from the drop-down list, click to select all fields and click OK, this will import them directly into our integration service. Now that the connections to our external resource have been created, we need to tell the integration service what to do when it is invoked via a web service call. For this stage, we have a pre-created script that manages the back-end processing. If we open this script and take a quick look at what it's doing, you can see a simple command to fetch a record from a database resource. It then builds and sends an email. Now we attach this to the integration service. We do this by accessing the Properties section, selecting the Events tab, and adding the script. The final stage is to create the integration resource, which defines the request and response objects of the web service. To do this, we use the integration resource wizard. This will guide us through the required steps. To start with, we provide the name for the resource. We then define the operation name. And lastly, we define the request and response objects. In this example, the request object is the user's email, and the response object is going to be the user's account credentials, their username and password. We click the Finish button, and the system automatically creates the integration resource. Here you can see the structure of the web service call. When called, it expects the email address to be passed in, and it expects the username and password to be returned. Okay, so now that we've created all of the required components for the web service, we need to publish it and test it. This is managed by the Web Services section in the left-hand tree structure. First, we create a new web service entry by clicking the Add Web Service button. We enter the web service operation name, we select the correct integration service from the list, and we mark it as enabled. The web service is now published. Okay, so now we need to test our web service. To test its functionality, we can use the Test Web Service feature. Here we can manually key in the request data, so if I enter an email address and click Submit, I will see the web service return the account credentials. Now, if we wanted external applications to call our web service, we would need to provide them with a WSDL or Web Service Definition language file. This basically defines the web service type and structure. To do this, we can use the Generate WSDL feature. If I click the button and copy the URL, this can now be used by any external systems. So to sum up, the Ebase Xi integration server is a powerful, easy-to-use web service creation tool providing unlimited integration capabilities at the click of a button. Thank you for your time, and please visit the Ebase Resource Center to discover more about what Ebase Xi can do for you.